Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner, Albert Kemen. Wow, we talk a lot about this. In my opinion, this is just 30 years of coaching, 30 years, that's 60. Winning on the road. I don't care where I was going. I didn't want to hear how easy it was going to be because I knew it wasn't.
Yeah, people who are not involved in the coaching realm.
Oh, you'll kill them, Al.
Yeah, they are on the sideline saying this is a 10-point difference, road or home.
Yeah.
And that's what happened to YSU as they went to Purdue Fort Wayne and got beat. Penguins having a great year, 10-6, 5-1 in the league. Just could not overcome that road that George described. E.J. Farmer had 12 points. Nico Gillette had 14, and Chris Carroll led it with 20. Wasn't enough.
Well, you give up 90.
Yeah.
You know, they scored 81, which you can win with. Mm-hmm. But when you start giving up 90,
it's hard.
It is. I mean, I'm sure they're thinking about the same thing. 90 is a lot.
Yeah, I would say you'll lose at least three-quarters of them if you give up 90 points.
It's not the pros.
Youngstown State's women also fell to the league leader, Purdue Fort Wayne, 74-60. Jewel Watkins had 18 points in the loss, and Erica King, the member of the West, had 14. And West Branch graduate Sophia Gregory had 6 points and 15 rebounds. Never would go past that.
No.
So many people go past that, George.
That's a night's work, especially when you're not shooting well. And obviously, when you're 7 and 8, you're not shooting that well. So that becomes paramount that you hit. These guys that run back, they could sit with me and they could draw everything they want. They can draw me pictures. They can draw me parallelograms. I watch enough basketball to know you better get to that O board because some night you're just not hitting.
Yeah, many nights you're not hitting. And shoot good, look good, shoot bad, look bad's been a story forever. And a lot of teams don't shoot good, but you can still win the game on the boards. If you go to the basket boards and go strong, and that also keeps them from running fast breaks because they have to stay down and block you off. 2 and 3 in the conference, YSU girls fall to, and we'll keep our eye on both those teams as we move forward. Also turning to high school wrestling, Austin Fitch wrestler Devin Phillips won the championship at the Medina Invitational. We usually don't mention just Invitational, but this is a big time one. First in 190-pound weight class. First Austin Fitch to ever claim a title in this tournament. Major decision victory in the final. That means how good he is. 120-1.
Yes.
53 teams in this tournament.
My. You know, he looks like he's 210 too, guaranteed.
Oh, yes.
You know, those guys look like they're muscle on muscle. When I was in college, Lock Haven was nationally ranked back then, and I went, this guy's wrestling like 145. He looked like he was 180 if he was a pound. There was no fat on these guys.
Yeah, they were those
singlets,
tight wraps, singlets, and you can't, they don't want to show off any belly in those things.
No belly
unless you're one of those big 250 pounds, 280 pound guy. That's different.
Congratulations. I mean, 53. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah, and he whooped the last one 20-1 to win it. So
give that kid credit. He stayed off his back.
Match. Yes, he did. He fought.
Yeah, I mean,
he fought.
Yeah.
In high school basketball, we also had the Clippers remained perfect at Lisbon. At Columbiana as they beat Lisbon to go 9-0. George.
Yeah.
Seth Stroherick, 24 points in the 57-43 win. Looks like they're playing good defense at Columbiana when you would hold somebody to 43 points and start 9-0. Congratulations to the Clippers. Also on local news, YSU has a new recruit coming in from Slippery Rock. I watched him play. He's lightning. He has speed. He's not a big kid, but he's was a great special team player at Slippery Rock, George. Returning kickoffs.
Don't poo-hoo that. They're national powerhouse.
Yeah, third in the country. He was third in the country in career kickoff. I watched him play at Farrell where he had 30 career touchdowns and 1,700 total yards. So they're getting somebody lightning in a bottle. So many people get these kind of players, don't know what to do with them. I know YSU's getting looks like they're getting new offensive coordinators.
Today.
That's what they're saying.
Shippensburg.
Yeah, they're saying that.
The guy that was at Penn State.
Yeah, Zordich is coming. There's one of them coming, and also the guy at Penn State. There's two of them coming in.
Yeah.
So hopefully now to use them. Some people know how to use speed, some people don't. And he's a game breaker. You get him in the open, he's gone. So
And I watched North Dakota State. You better have some. You better have some.
they just won it, didn't they?
I mean, you better have some game breakers.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Montana State was number one all year, and I said, "No, this league, you better be really good to beat this league."
I saw that and I thought, you know what? They're getting 3.5 points.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it.
It's hard to beat these North Dakota State and
They
South
were up
Dakota States.
21-3 at half. Now, they made a game of it, but still.
That shows how good Montana State is. But
what, 15-0 or something?
yeah, undefeated coming in, but it doesn't make a difference. North Dakota State. Remember, that's YSU's league, and so if you're going to play YSU, if you want to be who you were with Tressel's days,
Yeah.
you're going to have to use the portal and you're going to get players. There's no way to compete with these teams without it.
No, the line, if you flip by, you'd think Iowa was playing Purdue. There's no difference.
How big a line of scrimmage is.
The linemen are every bit as large. And they had a thing the other day. They had the Hall of Famers from FCS. Quite
Great
an
players.
impressive
Oh.
list. Quite
You
an
wouldn't know
impressive.
until you saw it how great they are. Well, you're going to see it. You're going to play them. You're going to see it. The Super Bowl has 3 or 4 every year.
Yeah.
You know, on their teams when they come in when they announce, you'll hear and from Northern Iowa, and from South Dakota State, and
Yeah.
whatever.
Didn't Penguin Joe tell us there were something like 20-some guys in the NFL right now?
Yes, he did say that.
Well, what's that tell you?
Yeah.
All right, let's take it. The big boys are in the Final Four. Penn State, Notre Dame, that's all everyone's talking about around here. Of course, we have Ohio State, who's they're 6-point favorite over Texas. I mean, I think they're going to win it all, but that doesn't mean they are. Let's talk about those two games. These are blue bloods, though. Let's get that straight.
Yeah, they are.
There's no.
You know, it's
more-
interesting. They wouldn't have been. They all wouldn't have been in if the State
No,
four.
in the old days, it would have been Texas and
They wouldn't have been in.
Oregon.
With the 4, talking about with the 4
Yep.
teams.
Yeah.
Texas wouldn't have been in.
No, and
Ohio State wouldn't have been in.
No, been Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon would have represented. And but they are. But as George said, these are name brands.
Yeah, blue bloods.
Yeah, they're all name brands, and
What do you think of the matchup?
perfect matchups. Perfect matchups.
Like Notre Dame, Penn State, I could go like this.
Yeah, as
And flip a coin. At 1 point line,
if you're basing it on talent, from a recruiting standpoint, Penn State has the 4 and 5 stars more than Notre Dame.
Okay.
Notre Dame was really helped tremendously with the quarterback moving in from Duke.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you know that portal.
Yeah.
Paid off.
And he stepped
For
up
him.
big in the quarterfinals. I mean, how about if I told you they're going to pass for 90 yards and win the game? You'd have just said, no way.
You know what though, George? It's the one team I could say that they play
run
like
the
Michigan.
ball. Yeah, he
they play.
runs it,
I said
yeah.
they play at Michigan.
He had 80
last
yards
year.
rushing.
Because he runs. Yeah, he
And
runs.
I told you, but I like what he does. He dives forward. He doesn't slide. He slides, but he dives.
Gets extra yards.
He gets 2-3 yards at a time.
Very good defensively.
How do you see it?
If Carter comes back,
You said he's iffy.
yeah, I would see Penn, if he has to come back full speed.
Are the two Penn State runners as good as the one runner for Notre Dame?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, that's what I'm asking.
I have Allen rated the second best runner in the country.
Okay, and then the tight end's the best.
Yes, so they have more weapons than Notre Dame,
How about defensively?
but not as good defensively.
No.
Not as good. Notre Dame's really good defensively. They're going to have to bracket Warren. No, they can't cover with one. Notre Dame plays all man defense back there.
I did see that.
There's nobody covering him with one guy, not in the country. So I'm hoping they put a linebacker and somebody around him. Penn State, Aller is more capable of making turnovers.
Okay.
Than
Now, can he move the ball in the air if
Oh,
they can't
yes,
run it?
he's so good.
Okay.
Yeah, of all the quarterbacks I've seen playing in the
You like him better than yours?
He's been the best I've seen.
Better than the kid at Notre Dame?
Yeah, he's been the best I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been the best I've seen, and he's what's they call climbing the board.
Oh, he will.
No, they're raving about him now how he's playing,
Okay.
and
And he's staying at Penn State for $4 million.
I just think the way to win ball games though is the way Notre Dame wins. You know, teams don't like.
Yeah, I don't like playing against
They
him.
don't like playing against Notre
You get
Dame.
behind them 10-0, guess what?
And I know Notre Dame's really good on special teams.
Oh, you saw
You
it.
know,
I
really
saw
good on
that
special
return.
teams. Yeah, so kicking game, Penn State's kicker's better. If it comes down to a kicking game at the end, Notre Dame's guy struggled. First time he's kicked well is lately. It's a toss-up game, no question. I always go with the team that doesn't turn the ball over, which is Notre Dame. I think Penn State's a better team. I think Notre Dame's going to win.
1.5, 46.5 sounds about perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, how about the other game? Let's talk a little bit about that. We got Ohio State. I like Ohio State. I'm not as sure in the first game as you said. What are your thoughts?
I like Ohio State to win the game. That line's a big line for me.
Oh, you think 6 might be too much?
I know it's Texas.
Okay.
Texas is really the part they don't realize. They're going to rush him.
Defense.
They're going to be all over him defensive. They're not good offensively.
No, they're not.
They're not
and
good
that's his
offensively.
forte.
They're not good offensively.
That's Sark's forte.
But they haven't been good.
No.
But they're great. But I think he might have done it the Saban way.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I don't know that.
Yeah, you'd have to have a roster.
Saban way means
Tell them what it is.
if you recruit 30 guys and 15 of them are the best, you put 11 of them on defense and put 4 on offense. And Texas are getting guys drafted off their defense over and
Remember
over.
when A&M was down there and those guys came off the edge?
Same thing defensively.
Twice. The guy never got to the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Al, what? He said, well, they got their athletes. They have athletes.
That doesn't put them on defense. And
not that they don't have any offense. That's not what we're saying.
now, if Ohio State continues to play like they have the last 2 games, Ohio State's winning.
Yeah.
But who can guarantee?
Look at Michigan and look at Oregon.
That's what I said just 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah. It wasn't like it was Northern Illinois.
They played, and Michigan's defense is not as good as Texas's. I'd lean. If I had a normal bet, I bet morning line Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to win the game.
Okay.
I cannot guarantee that they're going to.
I'm going to have to
6 points.
recalibrate. I didn't even think twice. I better recalibrate my.
Well, you're looking at Texas offensively. I can see that.
The boy, I know they're good.
Yeah, they're really good defense.
Because I hear these guys talking about their NFL talent.
But Ohio State looks like the best team, though.
Yeah, overall,
they look like the best team.
Yeah, the receiver, there's no.
Jeremiah Smith's the best
He's
player
not
on the field.
normal.
Yeah, he's the best player on the field for
Yeah.
sure.
What's he wear? 5X gloves.
Yes.
I would say that's a big.
Ohio
hit.
State looks like the best team.
Now, how about playing Thursday and Friday? You like that? No NFL.
That's why they did it.
Yeah.
Isn't that why they
then
did it?
the next game's the following Monday.
I think they made the decision wise.
Yeah.
Because the NFL still wins.
Yeah. I saw the other day. My buddy said, "I have to babysit." I said, "What are you?" He said, "My son and his wife are fantasy playoffers." I said, "Oh, geez."
NFL owns it.
They're hooked.
NFL
they have
owns
the whole
everything.
country hooked.
Yeah, they do.
All right. Now, obviously, the tourney needs tweaked a little bit. We talked about it. Was it the 12? Was it this? I think the quality point for winning your league caused the issue. Like the NFL reseeds.
They thought that was important, didn't they?
Yeah,
but they don't reseed.
They ended up putting Boise and SMU up, and they shouldn't have been. They should have
Arizona
been
State was
11,
another one.
12. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, they played them.
Yeah.
Did you read that thing they sent around the internet about that field goal?
I
did
seen
tell
it.
you that.
You did tell me, though, yes. Explain that to the fans,
Oh, it hit
George.
the ground and bounced over. As soon as it hit the ground, they went no good. And the guy got on, it was on, I think it might have been on Twitter, I'm not sure. And he basically put the rule there.
Yeah, that's what I want. I'm going to ask John Yurich that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to tell him to call us Saturday morning.
That's a good
I
one.
like to know the rule of ball bouncing and bouncing over the goalpost.
It bounced around.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Then see, now one thing about the NFL, who's Kansas City play? They play the highest seed. Mm-hmm. When I say highest, I mean number, which is the worst team.
Right.
So
I do like that, by the way.
Yeah,
I like that. That's what it's supposed to be. If you want, if you're number 1 seed, you shouldn't play somebody right away. That's
no. Oregon got the.
They got shaft.
They got the hook.
They did.
They got the hook. The NFL tourney, Detroit. Now Darnold, remember when he said he saw ghosts for the Jets? That was the first time in 17 games he looked like the old Darnold.
Well, there's a reason, you know.
They were on him.
You know how many times I say it on
They
here?
were on him.
It ain't Darnold. Any quarterback in the NFL Stroud looks like he can't play this year. Young last year looked like he couldn't play. If you don't have time, you're lousy. And I don't care who it is. And if you get the ball out quick in 2 seconds, maybe, but you ain't going to move the ball down the field. That's what happened. Detroit rushed him like crazy. And I'm so tired of them talking about he looked like he was the Jets. You look like anybody that plays in the pros that gets rushed. That's just the way it is. And that's what happened. Darnold's had a tremendous year. Anybody talks about Darnold?
No, his numbers were ridiculous.
It's stupid to say that he can't play.
No, they're going to find out. They're going to have to pony up about $60 million.
They'll
find out if he can play or not.
They can't do that, can
you?
Because they have McCarthy behind them. They won't give him the money.
Okay, let's talk about these games. Chargers-Houston. Is that seems to be the consensus visitor winning.
Well, Vegas has put it out already. 3-point line on the road.
What do you see?
Houston's played so poorly.
Yeah, what happened down there?
Offensive line.
Well,
That's simple.
and Tank Dell, that doesn't help.
But even when he was there, they couldn't score. Offensive line is so bad. But they're still really good defensively.
That's where this game could.
Houston's good defensively.
All right, so it could come down to that.
Yeah, Houston is good defensively.
Oh.
You know, those teams that step up in the
Yeah, they do.
playoffs. You know that,
sure
George.
they do, and they get the home flat. That
Yeah.
home crowd
Remember
matters.
last year, Cleveland went in favor last year.
Yeah, they did.
And Houston tore them apart.
Tore them apart.
But Houston isn't as good offensively this
No.
year.
Now Pittsburgh's out Baltimore.
No
If
chance
you'd
for
have
Pittsburgh.
told me 10 points, and everyone always says they go, well, in the history, it is history. They do play him well, but they didn't have the king.
No, it's a different team. And also, Pittsburgh doesn't have the talent on the field to match up with them. I mean, you know, if you're going to beat Baltimore, you have to score. You know.
How about the wide receiver tearing his ACL Sunday?
I know.
Completely. I saw the play.
That's so tough.
I saw
they
him
say
get down.
They say he couldn't get back.
Oh, okay.
I just read on today. Flowers couldn't.
man.
They're saying he couldn't be back.
Boy, it looked bad.
Yeah,
You
uh-huh.
give Pittsburgh no chance then.
I give him no chance.
Are you giving them the 10?
Well, I can take the 10.
Okay, that's what I was.
That's a different story.
Okay.
But the last four playoffs games they played,
Yeah.
they were behind 21-0, 31-0,
I saw
38-0. No,
I saw
because the
that.
talent level goes up. They don't have the talent level.
You're not playing some team where you're going to
It's
score
just Pittsburgh. That's
two
all I
on
can
your
say.
defense.
And I'm a Pittsburgh fan.
Okay, how about Denver, Buffalo? Is there a chance
Yeah,
for
there's more of a chance there.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Talk about that.
Denver's really good defensively.
Yeah, they are. Okay.
Yeah, really good
And I
defensively.
admit, when I'm wrong, I have to admit.
And Buffalo
Knicks.
Buffalo does not rush the passer.
Uh-oh.
So
Because he can get out of there, too.
You know, he can run and pass.
He got out of there the other day a couple times. My gosh, is he fast.
Buffalo at home is really
No,
a big favorite, though.
No.
That's why. I mean, that's worth 10 points.
No. I
Yeah.
can't. I'm
You know,
not.
the fans and the weather.
Yeah.
And Allen plays good in that
They're
weather, by the
throwing
way.
people through tables out there.
I
in the
laughed so
parking lot.
hard that I saw the other day, I don't know if you saw it, George, they showed draft day.
When they were booing. I saw-
Buffalo announced.
Oh, what? What?
With this pick, we're taking.
Who's this country boy?
Where we want to make a Fitzpatrick. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, I laughed.
Now they're all.
Oh, he's the best in the pros. Him and
He's-
Jackson, yes.
He's tough.
Yeah.
Man, is he tough. Can Green Bay turn the
Yeah, I know they can.
buzzer on?
I know Green Bay can.
Go into
Oh, yeah, I
Philly
know
and
they
do.
can.
Okay.
But that regular season means nothing at the end of the year. Green Bay was already set where they were going to be. Yeah.
You don't put any stock in the Bears loss then.
See, they come back and won that game.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
No,
Bears.
George, it's the NFL.
Yeah.
No, not for
They'll
long.
be ready for.
This is a playoff game,
Okay,
Buster.
okay.
He is Hurts. Is Hurts going to be at back?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they're saying, yeah.
It's still in protocol.
They're going with Pickett. I know. I don't want them. I see.
Yeah, but
enough of
Philadelphia's can really win two different ways.
Yeah.
Defensively and running the
Pickett.
football.
They're stifling. Is
Yeah,
the
they
word.
are. They're
They're
playing good
stifling. Here's another one. People are talking about the visitor quite heavily. Washington at Tampa.
And they should be. The line says it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mayfield's really had an outstanding year.
Man, I'll say what you want about him. Cleveland, you really screwed
Oh, we
up.
thought so too, though. I
Yeah.
can't say that.
But the other one is he has a undying will to win.
I know, but we didn't see that in Cleveland.
No, he didn't. Yeah, but remember they played him hurt,
I know. He played her, too.
and he didn't say anything.
But I'm not second-guessing any Cleveland that. I second-guess a lot of things they do. But Mayfield did not look good in Cleveland. It isn't like he was,
No.
oh, boy, this guy,
No, it looked
can you
like-
believe they got rid of him?
No, it looked like he was playing injured.
Yeah.
How about the Rams and Minnie? Do you see one there? Can the Rams
Rams beat them during the regular season,
close game?
30-20. That's the face mask game.
Yeah.
They grabbed.
Oh yeah, it was turning around. It was over here.
But I don't think there's anybody playing better football than the Rams. though.
Okay.
Rams are really.
You know who my guy is?
They've been playing really
Puka
good.
Nacua.
He's tremendous.
The boy is open.
He's tremendous.
And can he run you over?
He can do run you and run away from you.
Yeah, he can.
He's an awesome player. Minnesota's had such a great year.
Fabulous. The only team only time 14 wins never won the league.
I can see why.
They're traveling the whole
that last
time.
game.
Yeah.
That last game. It's
Kneecaps got him.
can the Rams get that same pass rush on Minnesota? If they can, they'll win. If not, you better look out because Jefferson's out there ready to catch balls.
Okay, no. He and that dude in
Him and
Cincinnati,
Chase, yeah.
I don't.
But these are great matchups. You can see that.
Yeah.
That except for Baltimore, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
These are really good matchups.
And history says they'll play him.
Yeah,
I remember watching that last game. It was 7, and Wilson just made a regrettable error on a pick 6 They were coming.
But before that, George, you got to remember though, they were first and goal.
Yeah.
And Jackson threw an interception.
Yes.
They were going in for a touchdown.
Yeah, he's done that against Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Yes,
Not
he has.
this year, though. Jeez.
Yeah.
The other day I watched him. It was like he was playing out in the backyard with
But
some
against
kids.
the best people in the world, he does it.
No.
You know what I mean? Like
The
he
fastest.
makes them look bad.
Yeah.
He's out of sight. He really is. George loved him in college.
Yeah,
and he continued to do it in pros.
I didn't know
Yes.
he'd be this good. Unbelievable. Now, this last week, remember we used to talk about the last day of school. Someone would say something, and I'd say there always has to be a last day. Whether it's Monday or Wednesday, there's still a last day.
Right.
That last week was unwatchable. The lines were Denver giving 10 to Kansas City.
That's tough.
They weren't. There were about
I don't think there's any way
games.
to go around it.
I don't either, because they thought putting division games,
Yeah, they thought to mean something at the end.
and it did nothing.
Yeah, I know. That's
No,
the truth.
It didn't happen at all. Browns fired DOC. I mean, I guess someone has to go.
Somebody had to go, right?
Yeah.
Should have been the head coach in your mind, right?
Yeah, I don't see anything. I mean, they led the league 2 years in a row in pre-snap penalties.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's discipline. Someone might tell me something else.
Not
but
me. I
that's
agree
what
100% with you. There's no reason for pre-snap penalties.
In Pittsburgh, this guy, someone put out there that some other team wants to talk to him. Send them.
Smith.
Does that offense look like an offense you'd
Smith.
emulate?
Well, they have to do it, though. There's no other way you can do it. Look at their talent level. George, they have one bona fide receiver. One. And he's a nutcase.
He's a nut job.
Yeah. Their offensive line is decent, just decent at best.
I wouldn't want him.
There's one way Pittsburgh can win, but that's the only way they can win, is keep the ball away from you,
Run the
hope
ball.
get turnovers.
It's never have I seen them not get 1 yard 3 times, though.
I know, it's hard.
Big Najee, now he has 1,000 yards every
always
year,
gets 1,000.
and they're letting him go.
I let him go, too.
You would let him
go?
go.
Oh, in a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only 60 yards a game if you put
Yeah,
the pencil.
that's why I said that.
It wasn't when it was
Remember,
12
I
games.
think he's good, too. But,
Yeah.
but he can't get big money. There's other
No,
running backs.
they didn't give it to
There's
him.
other running backs out there.
No, they didn't
can
give it to
play.
him.
Quarterback, different story.
Yeah.
You got to have a quarterback. But you can get running backs
I
everywhere.
think they're going to get the young guy. I think they're going to offer him 25,
Fields?
30 million.
I hope. It's a good decision.
Yeah, because he's still a young man.
Yeah, he should be playing. That's why I'd play.
And he's got talent. We know he has talent. At some point, Pickens and his histrionics, you
I don't
have to
know what
do
to do
the
with
Deontay Johnson.
I don't know what to do with him.
Would you have the nerve to cut him?
No.
Too good.
Because they have nothing behind them.
Okay.
You understand? Like,
Yeah,
when
they
get-
never really got. Remember, there was rumor they were going to get the guy from San Fran, but it never.
They should have got that
Debo.
one.
Yeah,
Ayuk.
Oh, Ayuk.
Yes,
Ayuk.
yes,
Right,
that's
okay,
yes.
Ayuk. No.
Yes.
Would you cut him? No. Put up with him? What would
You
you
have
do?
to. That's what you do.
How about the other day? Now they're playing it's 10 degrees. I'm sure what they were yelling wasn't real nice.
No.
He wanted to go. I'm like, geez, buddy, they sat here for you for 4 hours
He's
in
nuts.
10-degree weather.
But he's been
And
nuts.
Fryermuth took. But you read his. You
He's
said
been
it to me.
nuts.
His prospectus coming out of college. Stay away from.
Every scout.
See what happens. He falls to the second round like Hernandez.
Uh-huh.
And they look and they go, he's too talented to not grab. That's exactly
And
what
he is,
happened.
and that's why they can't get rid of him, because they look at their team, other receivers and say he's 10 times better than other receivers we have.
Yeah, coach, is Mayo going in 1 year? I don't like that.
I don't either. How do you know what can you do in 1 year? How do you do that?
And the guy said it was my fault. No, if it was your fault, don't fire him. What do you mean it was your fault?
I don't understand how you
They're
can
going
fire a
with
coach in 1
Vrabel,
year.
and I think he's so, sluggo. That offense down there looked like.
Was that Vrabel's going
Woody
there, you think?
Hayes. Yeah.
Okay.
It seems like that's why.
I thought he was
wanted-
going to the Bears. Okay.
Oh, okay. No, he
All
could
right,
go
okay.
there. The other day, old Jera, I think what has happened, he's had so much plastic surgery. They tie your skin behind your ear, and I think they tied it too tight. He was saying what a great job Big Mike did.
There's nothing else you can say if you get rid of him. You have to build
Well,
him
he
up.
has till next Tuesday. The Bears asked to talk to him, and he said no.
I know, so that means he's staying.
You think?
If they said no.
Now, let me ask you. Brady's involved now with the Raiders. Is there a chance they'll buy out Belichick's $10 million and he'll coach
No,
the Raiders?
no.
You're sure?
Positive.
Okay.
Yeah. Positive on that one.
No way?
No way.
All right. Mike Evans got his $3 million. He rose up and threw one more pass when he should have taken a knee, and everybody celebrated.
I saw it coming.
Yeah,
I saw that coming
did
too. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Now, Dallas did something that is very un-Dallas-like. It's Pittsburgh Pirate-like, but not Dallas-like. Cooper Rush needed to play to get X% of the snaps for a $500,000 bonus.
They played Lance kid.
Played Lance. Can that kid play in the pros?
Who's that?
Lance?
I don't know. I haven't seen enough
I
about
saw
him.
one game. I
haven't seen enough about him.
He seems to me to be like the astronaut. Like he'll do well in the preseason game or against your second teamers,
Right.
but he's not going to put you over the Rams.
Yep, I haven't seen enough of him.
Does that sound right or wrong?
Because he looks like he's talented.
Okay.
So I won't shortchange him. I just don't know how well he throws the ball.
Now let me ask you if you believe this. They asked Jerry Jones after the game, "Did you sit him so he wouldn't get the bonus?" And he said he didn't know anything about the bonus. Does he sound like the kind of guy that wouldn't know it?
I think he knows everything.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Sticks his nose everywhere,
Yeah,
too.
he knows everything. You know, he's on TV more than any guy him in Kraft.
Yeah, Kraft.
Yeah,
I'm tired of Kraft. You
They're
tired
both
of
on
Kraft?
TV, yeah.
Yeah, we're tired. All right, NCAA hoops. We talked last year. I think we said 12 to 14 teams could win it. How many right now? 8 to 10?
I don't even know. It's so early to me to
Did you
tell.
see Mick Cronin
They
go
all-
off last night?
They all go off and down. No, UCLA. Michigan got him.
Well,
I
listen,
know.
listen. So I'm listening. His guys aren't going to stay. He set them on fire. He said they're all delusional. They don't play hard. He said something to the effect, "The hungry dog gets a bone."
Right.
He said, but I mean, he's talking about he has 500.
So they'll be on, in other words.
Yeah, and guess who else? He said, and my assistants too.
You called assistants out.
Called his assistants.
Woo!
And I don't think that's a smart move.
You don't see that too often.
Never heard it.
No.
Have you ever heard it?
No, I don't see that ever.
We going to say 8 or 10 can win it?
More than that.
Then Tennessee goes the road. Undefeated, they get pounded.
No, killed. More than that. That's what I'm saying.
Pounded.
This year's even more than last year.
And Pitt, I was
See,
on.
last year, Connecticut was the.
Yeah. I was on the Pitt bandwagon. I'm
Yes.
officially off.
You off again?
Lose by 30. Yeah, you can lose by 10. I just stayed on. You can't lose by 30. You lost me, boys. I mean, come on. Unbelievable. We do get better games, though, than we do in football because the loss doesn't,
Doesn't hurt them.
No, so
yeah.
that is one good thing. If you're a college basketball fan, starting Thanksgiving on, you could see a good game any Saturday. There's so many on the other day. I was clicking now. I think I quit counting at 11, and I said I was watching Paladin.
Used to be once a week.
I was watching Paladin.
Once a week. Now they're every night. There's 12 games.
Now, LeBron broke MJ's record for 30-point games, but it took like 4 more years, like 300 games. But, I mean, he is a marvel.
His longevity is his key.
Oh,
it's
it's
conditioning.
He had 38 Friday night.
His conditioning is unheard of.
I mean, he had 38.
Yeah, if you want to build him up, yes. No, he's not in Michael Jordan's class. So when they talk about it, I don't even.
No, we don't.
I don't even think about that. But great player, yes.
His other son signed with Arizona.
Oh, jeez. I don't want to hear about his sons.
But this one's 6'6".
I don't care.
This one's 6'6". Bronny was a little.
I don't hear about their sons.
Unbelievable. Barkley called J.J. Redick a dead man walking. Redick said he doesn't have time to listen to that drivel. But Barkley has a way, like the other day they said Dwight Howard, he's so tired of Shaq he wanted to fight him. I said, I'd think twice about that.
Shaq would kill him.
Shaq's 50.
Shaq would kill him. Shaq's
He's
huge.
50 years old, but he's
huge.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dwight Howard's no small guy, but he's no Shaq.
He's not big as Shaq.
No. Now, they're going to have to do something. I've never heard more whining and complaining than I have about the targeting rule.
I think it's the real. I don't like. They said
what are we
whining.
doing?
I think it's the wrong word when they say whining.
Okay.
I think they're really telling fact.
What can you do?
That if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. What they have in place the 3 rules.
Okay.
Call
he
it.
hit all 3. That night they didn't call it on
That's
Texas.
why.
That was a trifecta.
Because he hit all.
He launched, he hit him head to head, and it was terrible.
He hit them all. So
All right.
I said 90 years ago the replay wasn't going to work.
And we also
And it doesn't
said
work.
targeting needs to be cumulative, like you get a strike.
I'd rather
or
have
something.
that for sure.
Last thing.
Yes.
If you're local, again, the Pittsburgh game is on Amazon. If you don't have it, you have to watch it on Channel 11. Your NBC outlet will not have it in Youngstown.
No 21, huh?
No 21. No.
No 21.
Hey, thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. See you next week.